And here is Delu just potting the first couple of balls. As you can see, he's on a break of 7. Best of 9 to reach the last 16. The winner will play Ding Junhui or Dave Gilbert or one of the wild cards. Great event this. Always comes across really well, I think, on television. Huge venue. There's 4 tables in operation. This is the main one. And alongside me for the week will be Joe Johnson.
Yes, good morning everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah, big tournament this.
40.
Ranking event. And this young man, 25 years older, but number 50 in the world, he's doing good.
15.
Got so many great players, and I was talking to David earlier at the snooker on the curriculum in the schools over there.
That's my kind of school.
Yeah, I can remember now what the headmaster used to say to me about that.
22.
Well, it doesn't look like he's on the red there. You can see the other one is in the way, so that's end of break.
That's so unfortunate. He was a fraction out there with his position.
Delu 22.
Well, Shaun Murphy, this is a tough match for him, and he's looking for a bit of confidence. He's got a new cue this season, and it's not been the best of starts, really. Didn't qualify for Wuxi, didn't qualify for India, which is coming up next month. Lost second round in Australia. Did get to the semi-finals of the European Tour event in Rotterdam, but even so, it's been not that consistent to start, really. So maybe it'll be this week when he gets going.
Yes, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, David. Confidence. Well, that was a good shot from where he was. Good speed. He's opened the reds. A little fortunate to have covered the red over the corner pocket, but he got a good cue ball. Delu just trying to land up into the side of the pack, and this table looks a bit like it playing very fast.
Shaun Murphy.
Well, they won't be too bothered about hitting the pink. Better than leaving the red on.
People.
But he'll be taking it again in a moment.
Terry Camilleri from Malta is the referee. Indeed, it was his fellow countryman Tony Drago who Delu beat in the first of his 3 qualifying rounds. He also beat Sam Baird and Ken Doherty. He only lost 4 frames in 3 matches to get here.
As you say, a tough match this for Shaun Murphy. Attempt number 2, and he's too low this time, and it's so easy to do. Now, any damage done? Can you see this? Enough of this red? Think he can.
One.
Well, he was a semi-finalist here last year. Lost out to John Higgins. He's been very consistent, Murphy, last couple of years without winning titles. His last ranking event 2.5 years ago now, the grand finals of the Players Tour Championship.
Yes, he's a lot better player than that, isn't he?
Eight.
Well, day 1 and already plenty of people here. Snooker well established in Shanghai. I think that might be a TV cameraman. Just you can hear the directions from the director, the TV director, in the earphones. So I just need to turn it down a bit.
Yes, and especially on this type of shot. Little cut back, he's just overrun position. Needs all his concentration on a shot like this. Trying to hold the cue ball by playing a cannon to the reds. Easy to go wrong, this. Played it well, and these open the reds up nicely.
16.
And I feel it's important that Shaun Murphy can try and boss his way into this match. Let his opponent know who he's playing, how good he is.
24. $25.
Just crept in, but because he played it thick, he didn't get the desired position.
32.
This red will still pot to the left corner. It may have to go in and out of balk. No, he could hold it.
36. Round. $37. $38. $45.
36 in the game. And enough of these loose reds.
46.
Just got a little kick there, took the pace out of the cue ball. But the middle of those reds, the second one below the pink, I think will go to the right corner. He's just checking it there. If not, then he's got the angle to disturb them.
$53. $54.
Well, so far so good. 45 in front, so still need another red off the black.
Well, he was a little thick last time. It was a little thick that time, but it just about went in. And that's all he needed.
Well, one thing I think is evident is that the conditions are excellent, and times past you'd come to this part of the world and cloths would be a bit heavy and play differently to what the players are used to, but it looks the table looks superb.
69.
Yeah, looks to be running very well, very fast. Oh, and another kick.
7.
Well, fortunately, the game is well and truly won now.
Green.
But he's had 2 or 3 kicks in this break. Not a good sign. Oh, great pot. Great pot. Appreciated by this crowd.
Yes, and of course Shaun
73.
donates £100 for every century he makes to the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, so he wants to make this century.
74.
Yeah, what a tremendous gesture that is, isn't it? Gave £25,000 of his World Championship fee to his church
81. 81.
81. When he won the World Championship. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81. 81
82.
Well, this was his first real chance of the frame, and he's taken it really well. You have to, I think, these days in these first rounds, don't you? You have to play your best stuff.
Well, that's what I was saying right at the beginning of this break. He needs to stamp his authority on this match, because he's playing a very good player, but he needs to have him sat in his chair admiring Shaun Murphy's play.
94.
And that's all you can do when a player plays like this, is sit back and enjoy it.
98.
So this blue then to start the match with a century.
$103. $109.
With the help of the middle pocket knuckle. Come on.
Terrific stuff. Last week he was tweeting a picture of himself dressed up as Superman. He would like to be the Man of Steel here in Shanghai this week. He's made a great start. He leads 1-0. A great start here for Shaun Murphy. 116, the break in the opening frame. But not a good break-off shot really in the second. He's caught the blue. But as I say, that was his first chance in that opening frame, and he took it really well.
Yes, Delu just ran out of position, didn't he? Very nearly finished on the red at the back of the pack. Had to play a safety shot. And that's how close snooker can be sometimes. Nice little kiss on the yellow. Leaves his opponent snookered. I've got to be careful here. He's going to be landing up to the red, I would imagine, on the cushion, but he could leave the red on the over the left side. Had he caught it full with a little double kiss there, could have left the red on.
This is one of the few tournaments now, ranking tournaments, where we're playing on the old system, where it's the top 16 seeded through and then 16 qualifiers. Of course, a lot of the other tournaments have had the flat draws where everyone comes in first round. Now, that's not worked out too well for Murphy. He didn't qualify for either of the first two tournaments under that format, the Wuxi Classic and the upcoming Indian Open. Well, lovely judgment of pace on a super quick table.
Yeah, he seems to have got the pace of the table, doesn't he? Apart from a couple of kicks in the last frame, he was spot on. In fact, it was his safety shot that got him in the last frame. Well, the blue seems to be a big ball here, if you can get that cue ball in behind it. It's got a nice angle to come off the pack of reds. Well, he saw a pot. And what a great shot. Similar type of shot, but he had the yellow there sat waiting for him. If the red went in, which it did. And the balls are open. He dug that one out well. Needs to skim past this red.
3.
He would have been nicely on the red, which leads him to the black. Had he just come past those reds. Now has to go back up the table. One of the baulk colours. Come back down again.
4.
Could have done with being a little closer to the green.
Brown.
Trying to get onto this red again, but he's under hit it.
8.
And that's because the table's playing so quick. He's just allowed too much. So just a safety. Delu will be pleased. He's run out of position. Could have been 2-0 down had he finished on the red. Not a good safety. Cue ball should have been closer to the cushion. A full ball kiss would have been nice. It was worth trying. There was no way back to baulk. Well, this is a brave shot. You can see the black, so has to hit this yellow, otherwise it would be going back. He's trying to drop in behind the yellow and leave a snooker. And this isn't far away.
Oh, yes.
He's just short, but he's left a free ball.
3 ball.
One thing's for sure, he won't be putting it back. Might get the shot the next time round.
Blue.
So another chance for Shaun Murphy.
1.
The red to the right of the pink is the one that will lead him to the black. Needs to be fairly straight on it.
Brown. 5. 6.
The two reds just to the right of the black will possibly go into the same pocket as the black's going into now, yes.
30. 14.
And by playing for this red, the black now goes into both pockets.
21.
Could have played for the other red. Closes to the corner.
22.
do think these
20
type
down.
of tables suit Shaun Murphy. He just has to touch that cue ball.
30.
Nice angle on the black to just play the cannon to the red directly above the black. Well, he tried to play the cannon to the other red, but it's not too bad. He's still got a red to the left middle, baulk corner. Nicely played. Now he's just had a look to see if the red goes to the right middle. That's the only one that will pot. And that's another good shot. Now can he hold this cue ball for the red directly above the black? Would have been simple, just another inch harder.
Well, a phone just went off there, which doesn't help.
Yeah, he's looking to play the cannon to the red, just to the right of the pink. But it's a very delicate shot, this. Oh, he's played it well. He's on the red, just at the back.
53.
Well, he seems to have a real hungry look in his eye, Shaun Murphy, which is good to see. As I say, he's looking for results this week.
54.
Looking for confidence, and it's certainly always been true of him that when he goes on the attack, that's his best game.
Well, that was free ball.
Played Ali Carter in the UK Championship semi-finals last season. Was 8-4 down. Came out after the interval. Just attacked and attacked and attacked. Put together 5 terrific frames and won 9-8.
Yeah, probably the best I've seen Shaun Murphy play. And Ali Carter didn't do anything wrong. So that Shaun never missed.
69.
Yes, he had that focus, as I said, that look in his eye. He's got it again today. It was a big risk that Delu took. He could have played off the black. He tried to drop in behind the yellow off 2 cushions, but just came up short, and it was only just, but he left a free ball, and this has been the result.
Again, it's just fractions, isn't it, David? A fraction harder, and he had Shaun Murphy in deep trouble. A bit like the first frame.
'77 frame, Shaun Murphy.
Well, it was a 77 break following the 116 in the first frame. Shaun Murphy in good form here early on in Shanghai. Delu, well, it was just, as it said, that one small error. Very close to getting him in trouble behind the yellow, but he didn't quite get there, left the free ball. Murphy made 77, so he leads here 2-0. Day 1 of the Shanghai Masters. It's 2-0 Shaun Murphy against Delu. As you can see, we're just underway in the next frame. And Delu a little fortunate, really, with that break-off shot, because the red did come past the blue, but Murphy couldn't see it to pot it. And the way he's been playing so far, if he could see it, that could have been 3-0.
Oh, that's a good pot, especially after what's just happened the last 2 frames. Bridging over the reds. Yeah, just a little shorter pace there. Wanted to be straighter on this red to the right corner. Just a hole for the black. I'm not sure if he can hold for the black now. May have to play the cannon to it. I'll play around for the blue. Now that's a cracking shot. That was a super shot. Played the cannon to the red. Well, a little fortunate to have caught the other red first, but nevertheless, he did play the cannon to the red.
30. 14.
I think he's one of those players, Delu. It would be an upset if he won today, but not a huge shock. You know, he's world number 50, only 2 places lower than Murphy was when he became world champion.
And he's a very good player.
22.
One more loose red. He has got the angle to go into them, but not with a lot of power. Now I've got to leave an angle this time to be able to disturb the reds from the black.
Okay.
Oh, he's just lost the cue ball a little. Too straight on the black to disturb anything, so unless there's a plant there somewhere, it could be under break. Yes, he's developed one to the left middle. That was a good shot.
37.
Played it with lots of top and right hand side. And that's another good shot. And this time he's got the angle to go into them. And there's no choice really. That's another delightful little cannon. Yeah, a little unfortunate. The reds come with the white ball and left him hampered over the black. Well, he can get the pink, and that's a bonus. Well, what a chance now for you, Delu.
He made his highest break of his career in the World Championship qualifiers, did Delu, 140 last season. He's already seen Shaun Murphy make breaks of 116 and 77 to win the first 2 frames.
50.
Yes, a little kick took the pace out of the cue ball. He's the wrong side of the blue now. Again, most unfortunate that. Not his fault. And now he's left with this long red. One to the left corner, one to the right corner.
50.
And that was all down to the kick in the shot previous. And that's what he'll be thinking right now. Not how to pot that red. He knows all of that. And we're thinking, why did I get that kick? Would have been 2-1. Now it's still in the balance. Great pot. That's a tremendous pot.
59.
Especially with the disappointment he must have been feeling.
Yes, a good pot at any time, but under pressure as well. 2-0 down, just got the kick. Terrific.
This is a very good response from this young man.
So snooker's required if he pots this blue. Terrific standard already. High quality stuff between these two. As I say, he was a little fortunate with the break off. He didn't leave that red on that had come past the blue, but there's been nothing lucky about the rest of this. This has been an excellent break.
73.
Well, he's missed them, but it shouldn't matter.
80.
'80 will surely do.
80 and frame.
Shaun Murphy stays in his chair, and Delu has put together a terrific break there of 80. Exactly what he needed, because Murphy dominated the first two frames. But well, this is a really high quality match here in the first round of the Shanghai Masters. Shaun Murphy leading by 2 frames to 1. Frame 4 just underway. Shaun Murphy's broken off. Delu sizing this one up. Oh, terrific. What a match this is, Joe.
Well, what a great shot that was. And what a good frame the last one was for Delu. He's not showing any fear of Shaun Murphy. Especially the way that Shaun Murphy started. You could expect him to show a bit more respect for him, but he's going for his shots and getting them. And that was top-class snooker from Delu, that last frame. And that opening red, well, doesn't get any better than that.
6.
Yes, I mean, I mentioned Murphy's early season results weren't too good, but of course they're just results. For all we know, the people he played could have played like this against him. There's no doubt that through the ranks now, the standard is much higher lower down than it used to be. And I think part of the reason, more tournaments, more chance to play the top players, particularly in the PTCs, you get experience of playing them. The fear factor maybe has receded a little.
Again, he could decide to go into them here. That red directly above the black at pace. He could open them nicely. Just didn't put enough screw on that cue ball. He would have dragged that red he's closest to, close to the left corner pocket. Played it with a lot of stun instead of screw. Still, he can count himself unfortunate that he's not on anything. Touch and ball called. And that looks pretty good for a safety. May have forced Shaun Murphy into taking this long red on. And I've played him a lot of times, Shaun, and you don't want him to be forced into taking reds on. Yeah, it's a wise decision, I feel. There's plenty of risk to the other red. Had he missed it, could very well have been 2-2. As it is, still got chance in this frame. The red just above the blue, creating a little problem for Shaun Murphy here. Could use the yellow to try and obstruct that red. Well, yeah, he's looking to see where he wants the cue ball, but let's say it's somewhere there and he can see the red and the cue ball's close to the cushion. What a risky red that would be to take on, because the cue ball would be going into the pack of reds from there. Doesn't want to leave him that red, and understandably so, but if he just thinks about where that cue ball's going to be.
Well, can't swear they're discussing tactics, but they're watching intently nonetheless.
Well, this is the shot that I would have played, and even if you can see this red, it's so risky to take on. Yep, it's on, but there's no guarantee of that cue ball, where it's going to go, if he's going to pop the red. One thing he does know is that it's going to be busting the reds open, so he'd have to get it. That was good thinking, that, by Shaun Murphy. Force your opponent to play something he doesn't want to play. And he's playing a different red. Oh, what a great shot. Well, there's nothing you can do about that except sit back, cross your legs and watch.
Well,
great pot.
I don't think he's missed a long ball yet, has he, you, Delu?
Well, that's top class snooker. It doesn't get any better than that. Had to get it. little short of pace there. Wanted to be straight on this red to play for the blue.
Nine. Twelve. 30. 20. 21.
Again, he's got the angle here just to go into that cluster of 3. Difficult to see him not being on a red if he plays that shot. But he doesn't have to play it. He could play for the loose one by the pink, to the left of the pink. And if that red goes, he's looking at that red to the left corner. If that one goes, then well, he should play for that one. Just not quite far enough, so a little trickier with this position here.
29.
Very nearly missed the blue. Thinking of the cannon. Yes, it was a little awkward. He left himself hampered. Cannon the wrong red, wanted to hit the reds direct. And there is a red that will go to the left corner. Big shot this. If it goes in, he could have a chance of stealing this frame. Good pot.
Yes, and it's the sort of match this where, you know, one mistake might be enough. It's been really high quality.
Brown.
Shaun Murphy looking to steal here, get a 3-1 interval lead.
And what a big frame this would be, David. Could have been, should have been 2 each. Just when he potted the blue, he played the cannon to the 3 reds, and he got it to the loose red, which left him hampered over the red, over the reds to that red to the left middle. And that's how close this match is at the moment. That is a surprising miss with the rest for Shaun Murphy. Normally very reliable with the rest. And that's going to cost him.
Yes, massive reprieve this for Delu, and as you say, you know, he's so dependable with that rest normally.
1.
So 58 in front, red and a colour.
8.
Snooker's required. And from 2-0 down, particularly how Murphy went 2-0 up with 2 big breaks, I think Delu will be more than satisfied.
9.
Put together that really good 80 in the last frame. And it turned out that his error in this frame did not cost him. So it's game on, 2 apiece. And we've been going not even an hour yet.
15. 16.
Certainly if you're a top player these days, there's no point at all looking through the draw, thinking who you're going to be playing in the quarter-finals, semi-finals. First rounds are tough enough. And Shaun Murphy, even though he's playing really well, has got his work cut out here. Had a chance there, but missed the red with the rest.
Yes, and he refused the easier red into the middle in preference of that red with the rest. That's how confident he is using the rest. A very unexpected miss, but that's down to the pressure that this young man's putting on him.
31.
Well, what a great start to the tournament. And of course the good news is after the interval there'll be plenty more to come.
37.
Delu spent quite a few years as a wild card in these Chinese events, but he's very much here by right now as a qualifier.
45. 47. 50. 54.
So we've had a half century at least in every frame so far. Shaun Murphy 116.77, that was 2-0. Delu made an 80 in the third frame.
59.
This one could have gone the other way. Murphy did have a chance, 50 behind, but missed the red with the rest pretty much immediately.
65.
And Delu's cleared up nicely. 72 the clearance. Great match this, and we're all square heading to the interval. Shaun Murphy made the early running, but it's been that sort of match where just a couple of mistakes will cost you to go to the break, level at 2-2. Well, we're just underway again here. Apologies we've missed the start of this frame. It's 2-2 between Shaun Murphy and Delu. And Murphy just in a spot of bother here. He's just given away 4 points. He was 2-0 up. It's been a great standard, this. High quality stuff. Oh, he's missed again. Got to hit it this time.
Yes, he'll be warned this time. And he'll have to play something different. And he'll have to hit a red because he can see one full ball.
It was all going so well, wasn't it? 2-0, but Delu played really well, certainly in the third frame, and then again just made one mistake in the fourth, but he wasn't punished for it. Yes, the rule is if you're not snookered on the third attempt you have to hit one, otherwise frame awarded to your opponent. So he's changing his shot here.
Yes, and he was scared of getting the double kiss. That's why he didn't really want to play that shot. Would have left the red on.
Tough little section of the draw. This match is hard enough for Murphy, but if he wins, could well play Ding Junhui. You've got Neil Robertson in there as well, Joe Perry, Graham Dott. So tough little section. But to be perfectly honest, every section is tough. So many players capable of winning titles. All of the major events last year were shared round. All the ranking events anyway. Of course, Mark Selby also won the Masters as well as the UK Championship. Everyone here wondering who's going to prevail this week. Will it be a Chinese player?
Well, on this form, Delu's got every chance. Top class snooker he's playing at the moment. Good safety. Good break building. Good bottle. Well, again, he misses the ball.
Bounce. Delu 4.
And there is a red on to the left corner, but it's a tough red. Black's not available, but the pink is. But if he decides to take this one on, there's a lot of pressure on this. That's a good pot. It's like he's not feeling any pressure.
Well, certainly from distance, he's hardly missed anything the whole match.
I'm not sure if the red next to the black will go eventually. Oh, he's missed that one. And he was disgusted with that one. Fortunately, he hasn't left anything.
Strange game snooker. I mean, he's potted so many tougher balls than that, and just don't know whether he just slightly took it for granted or what, but he missed it all the same, and as you say, disgusted by it.
Well, you can always tell when a player's feeling it a little bit with his safety play, and that was a poor safety shot, especially from where he was. There was no pressure on the safety at all there. Well, it sounded kicky.
You can hear a little bit of applause. There are other matches on. Eurosport 2 have been showing them. There's a match featuring a 13-year-old. Wan Si-jun up against Yao Gudong. In fact, Yao has just beaten him. 5-0, but to 13, Joe. I mean, that's incredible, really.
I don't think I was even playing then. This year, 13-year-old has made a 145 break in practice. How good is that? Just shows you the standard of play nowadays. Judd Trump, I remember, made a maximum at that age, or just under. Incredible. And that cue ball
Shaun Murphy 4.
would have been okay in the jaws of the pocket.
Shaun Murphy turned professional when he was 15. He was just a couple of weeks away from his 16th birthday, so he got an exemption. Played a couple of qualifiers at 15.
Great pot. Great pot from Shaun Murphy, and that'll do his confidence a world of good. I'm not sure about this red just to the left of the black. And I'm not sure if he can get on it, this particular shot. Well, the reds seem to be covering one another. Well, he's just had a look at it there. Well, he's struggling at the moment.
Shaun Murphy 1.
He played the attacking shot, the positive shot. Wasn't quite right on the yellow or the brown. Played the more difficult blue. Not sure if the brown passes the green into the middle, and the green's a little straight to get to the reds, so may have to just play the snooker in behind the yellow or the brown.
Delu 1.
Yes, of course, in the 6 Reds event we showed recently, you couldn't have played that. It was against the rules, but we're back to the normal fare now. Mark Davis, by the way, who won that title in Bangkok, the 6 Reds, just won another one in Hong Kong, the General Cup. It was contested by a lot of the top players. It fell nicely just after Bangkok, just before this. And Mark, again, beat Neil Robertson in the final, as he had done in the 6 Reds. So, comes in tomorrow to play Ali Carter, full of confidence. That Yao Dong match, that was in the wildcard round. There's 2 other matches on as well. Chow Yu Peng leads Zhao Yulong 3-0. And Joe Perry is currently trailing 2-1 against Wang Yu Chen. The winner of that will play Neil Robertson, of course, Joe's good friend and practice partner from Cambridge.
Yes, just got to be a little careful here. He's come down to look to see if he's going to be pushing any reds towards that left corner. And again, thick on the safety. Hence the cue ball not reaching the balk line. And just caught it a little thick. And it's the cue ball just catching the jaws of the pocket. Took the speed out of the cue ball. But a tough long pot this. Never been one to dodge the shot, Shaun Murphy. Great pot. Just overscrewed it slightly. Tried to hold for the pink into the left corner. Very good pots, those. Especially when things are going against you.
Yellow. Shaun Murphy 1.
Yeah, good safety. Tried to cut off that right side of the table, which is done.
Tense little passage of play here. It's 2-2. It was 2-0 to Murphy. Delu looking to take the lead for the first time. And Murphy, I guess, trying to reassert himself, having made that great start.
Yeah, just a little bit too much pace in the cue ball, and he's left a chance now for Shaun Murphy. That was that good safety shot he just played.
One.
And the Reds are sitting nicely. Black will go to this corner pocket when it respots. But he didn't play that one well. He wanted to be higher on these two Reds.
8.
Just above the black. Had he been straight on those, it would have been a formality just to roll the Reds in, finish on the black. Now a little bit of work to be done.
9. Fourteen.
2-2. 2020.
Yeah, he's just about on it. Played that one well. Pink's available to the left middle. The black could be available to the left corner. But if he plays for the black, it's going to be difficult to get onto another red. So maybe wiser to play for the pink. Yeah, I've got the angle to come back for the black. I'll play for the pink.
29.
I'm not sure if he has got the angle to play for the black. The bottom red I don't think will go. Well, that seemed to be a big bounce off the cushion. He looked to have hit that just the right pace. Now, I could have done without the kiss, and that was most unfortunate. Again, that wasn't his fault. That big bounce off the cushion took him out of position. And although he's not showing any emotion, he'll certainly be feeling it. Not one to bemoan his luck when he's just had a touch of bad running. Just gets on with it, Shaun. But the shot that he's just played there tells you what he's feeling inside.
Well, yes, that's where he wanted it, but Hawkeye, it seems, doesn't suffer from the bad bounces. It certainly flew off the side cushion. You could see it immediately.
Well, that's another tremendous pot from you, Delu. He's just not missing anything. Medium to long distance. Great pot, and giving himself a good chance. Only 17 points behind.
Been very impressed with him. You know, he's not playing like someone who's come in, I'm playing the world number 4, I'm playing a world champion. He's just playing, and he's playing a great game.
Well, they're all there for the taking.
3. 4. 10. 11.
Could play for the black here.
70.
Doesn't need to. Could play for the black off that red off the cushion if it comes to it. This is all about choice. How are you feeling? Feeling super confident, you play for the black. Wanted to be straighter on it though. I'm not sure if you can hold for the red on the cushion, and that makes the red just behind the pink a little bit more difficult to play for. Well, he's done it well, he's played it well.
25.
Oh, would you believe it? The simple red. And he just probably took it a little easy. Well, how important is that going to be? Well, maybe not that much. He hasn't come far enough on the black. And now it's going to be very difficult to get to that last red. This is the red he just missed. Well, I thought it was in. I'm sure he did. But immediately Shaun Murphy doesn't get high on the black to be able to get back to the red. So now, unless he goes all the way around the table, and I'm not sure if he's got enough angle to play that shot. No, he didn't. Didn't have enough angle. So all he's got is the safety.
8.
He'll be bitterly disappointed with that one.
Shaun Murphy 8.
Well, it's the only close frame so far, and it just feels like such an important one. Delu there wasn't pressure, I don't think, that caused him to miss the red. He just took his eye off it. He just potted a much more difficult ball. So just 1 point in it on the last red.
No, I agree. I don't think it was pressure. Just took it for granted. He was thinking about where he wanted to be on the pink to get to the last red. And just didn't give it that consideration. You can't let up for a second, can you? Well, again, that's not a good shot from Shaun Murphy. He'll be disappointed with that one. He's played too many loose shots in this frame. Played so well in the first two. But this frame has been a frame of errors for Shaun Murphy. He's got the pink, but it's more difficult. And to hit it. And this is a tough yellow. Got to go for it, really. Chance to win. Difficult to play safe. Oh, my word, what a tough yellow. And beyond the green. That's a good shot.
9.
That's an excellent shot, and could be and should be a frame winner.
There's the difference, though, compared to the red he missed. You know, he had to give that everything, and he did, and he cued it so well, particularly with the pressure on. Oh, he's missed the green, though.
Well, I think that was a little bit of pressure, but he got away with it. He's got the snooker.
I think there's been more mistakes in this frame than the rest of the match put together, but they all count the same, and this is a really important one. He's got lucky, full ball snooker.
Now, where's it going to finish? Is Shaun Murphy going to get a bit of luck? Looks like he has. May not be a snooker, but I don't think he can get to the potting angle. Chance to get that cue ball in behind the black. Oh, can he see enough of it? He could see enough of it. And again, well, he may have got the snooker again, and could have been a little bit of played for that one. just in case. Yeah, good shot. Needs another. Well, this is a massive frame for both players. One's going to be feeling great after this frame, and one's going to be feeling the lowest. Oh dear. I don't think
Shaun
I've
Murphy.
seen Shaun Murphy play as badly in this inner frame.
I think the concern for him has got to be that he hasn't played badly the whole match. He started superbly, century in the first, big break in the second, but the wheels have come off here.
I think he badly needs this frame, David. Delu, I think, would get over it, but Shaun Murphy, I'm not so sure. And it's easy to say, you've got to put it out of your mind. But very difficult to do. Struck that one well, though. Applause for a good safety, which it was. Pink looks to be in the way. Now you can just get to the cushion.
Shaun Murphy 4.
Terry Camilleri is the referee, putting the white back.
Okay.
Not quite right, just a fraction off.
Okay.
It's in the right line, I suppose. It's just not quite in the right position. Well, just 1 point in it. A frame, I think you could say that they both should have won, oddly enough, but we still don't know where it's going to go. And the psychological aspect of snooker comes in, you know, the big breaks have been significant, but these are the frames you remember, certainly if you lose them.
Yes, he couldn't get the cue ball behind a colour, so just tried to put as much distance as he could between cue ball and object ball. And the double kiss didn't cause him too much trouble. When you get brown so close to the cushion, it's always difficult to get it safe. But he's managed to do that. That was a good safety. He took the risk on missing the brown. His long potting has been excellent, but does he take this on? He's got an easy safety shot. Could get the cue ball in behind the black. Put the brown on the baulk cushion. Took it on, and it hasn't finished up too badly. It could have been left an easy chance for Shaun Murphy there, but he's got away with it. Fortune favours the brave. But he's in trouble again. And this isn't easy to hit. Danger of the free ball if he misses it. Well, a half chance, and that's all you can say about this shot. It's a thin cut to the right corner. Not easy to get position on the blue. And not easy to pot the brown. So another good chance for you, Delu. Again, normally so reliable with the rest, Shaun Murphy, but not today.
No, and the pressure has really come on in this frame for both of them.
4.
Delu, though, he needs blue and pink.
Just checking.
A little stretch, so now he needs the rest.
And it makes a difference using that rest.
You Delu 4.
He mustn't have that little hole in the bottom of the cue where you can put the extension, otherwise he would have put it on there.
So the battle on the brown becomes the battle on the blue. Delu leads by 5 points. Been a really nervy frame.
Well, does he take this one on? What a tough pot. Easy safety. That's more like it. Great pot. Needs all three though.
5.
Yes, if he can just scramble this frame here, he may well just kick-start the match for him.
Well, that's again, it's a tough pot, and he's looking to get onto the black, but he's slightly the wrong side of the pink. Cue ball's travelling towards the cushion, right side cushion that is. Now taking it to the middle.
Shaun Murphy 5.
It's a struggle, this game. Just shows you how hard this game is when it comes down to it.
Yeah, the key thing there is he needed the black as well. So he trying to get on it, but missed the pink to the middle rather than taking it to the corner. They both need pink and black now.
Well, surely this is the final chance that Shaun Murphy needs.
Six.
Yes, I think relief for the main emotion here. It's been a real struggle to get over the line, a nervy frame. But Shaun Murphy's won it. He's back in front, and he'll be hoping now he can press on and rediscover the form he showed in taking a 2-0 lead. Shaun Murphy leads Delu here, 3-2. Shaun Murphy breaking in frame 6. He leads 3-2, a really edgy frame, just one on the black. A lot of chances on both sides before he potted pink and black there to win it. First to 5 will reach the last 16.
Another terrific long pot. He has made so many in this match. And then missed the easiest of balls in the last frame. Another good pot. And didn't hold back on the position. Played it with a little bit of screw to open the reds. And to hit that one though, played for the pink into the left corner. Maybe one more roll and it would have dropped.
Well, one thing you certainly can't fault is Delu's attitude, his positivity remains, it would seem, undiminished, but he's missed that one, and just interesting now to see what Murphy's mindset is like now he's won that last frame. Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good pot. Now the two reds just above the black. If you can get on those two.
Round.
Well, maybe you got a kick that, which took the pace out of the cue ball.
5.
And it does begin to affect you after a while.
Shaun Murphy 5.
Nothing wrong with the red he played for from the brown. Just under hit it and got a kick. Well, worth playing the double. The pink was always there over the pocket. Now, again, this is a choice of shot here. He could go straight into the pack of reds at pace, or try and play for one of the loose ones. Into the pack, and again that was a very positive shot he played there and deserved to be on a red, and I think he is.
It's two positive shots, isn't it? The double in the first place, and as you say, saw a chance to get into them. Doesn't look like a man who's just lost a nervy frame on the black.
Well, there's a lot of players that wouldn't have gone into the pack of reds from that shot. Would have played for the loose ones. Do like his attitude, this young man.
8.
He just plays the odd careless shot. I'm sure in time he'll get over that. Take that shot for example. It was so easy to get the right side of the blue. Alright, it wasn't imperative because he's got a red in baulk, but he could have saved that one.
Yes, it's odd, isn't it? You know, you kind of fancy him with a long ball or a difficult shot, but once he gets close in, where it's supposed to be easier, that's when things seem to be going wrong.
14.
Well, like that for example. It's so easy to have got out of baulk on that shot. And this is a tough green if he's going to take it on. Easy to play the snooker. But another very positive shot. Didn't quite commit to the position.
17.
Well,
To the loose
maybe
side.
that was one positive shot too many. Although he wasn't far away. Just caught it too thin.
Yeah, that red wasn't exactly hanging in the jaws. It is now.
Oh, not
1.
what the doctor ordered at all.
Well, you know, you don't see much from Shaun in terms of reaction, but he's getting frustrated. You can understand it. Seems everything's kind of going wrong, even though he won that last frame.
Well, again, he'll probably be thinking that that was a big bounce off that right side cushion. It happened earlier.
I know a lot of players think that the balls that they're using in these tournaments are just too light. That's why there are so many kicks, bad bounces, and quite a few players, I think, would like maybe to experiment with a slightly heavier ball. I'm not talking about the old super crystallites, but who knows, it might be worth exploring.
Well, we didn't seem to get as many kicks before, although, as you say, it was a slightly heavier ball, which was a little bit harder to make
Sean Murphy, 1.
as many big breaks. But the big break still came. Still got maximums, maybe not quite as many, but I'm still there. And yet we didn't get as many kicks or big bounces. So maybe you're right, David. That's the first long ball I think he's missed. Got a good cue ball, and that's where he played it. Yeah, maybe it's time to start just trying to find out why we get so many kicks and big bounces. Experiment with a slightly heavier ball.
Well, you'd think after 80 odd years of professional snooker someone would make an attempt to find out why it is. Certainly the last 5 years it just seems like there's been more.
Well, I detected a kick there, to tell you the truth, and it took the pace out of the red. It makes a massive difference. The red goes another 4 or 5 inches, it's safe. That speaks for itself, the cue ball, where it's finished there. But that poor safety from Shaun Murphy has earned him a chance.
Needs to knock this in, I think. And try and put a few together. Not to be.
Now he's struggling.
Yes, there's been a lot of human error in this match as well, of course, but the point is when you do get things go against you, it can affect your mindset, and maybe you're not as confident as you normally would be when you take on a ball like that.
And this game is all about confidence, as most games are. But a good chance now for you, Delu.
Yes, he's made mistakes as well, but he has maintained a really positive frame of mind. Even after losing that last frame on the black, didn't seem to make any difference in terms of how he approached this one.
9. $16. 70.
So although he won that frame just gone, he's still got problems here, Murphy.
5.
Been unable to impose himself on the match.
Yes, and this red
32.
leaves him needing snookers.
30.
He definitely looks the more confident of the two, you, Delu. Even though he was a frame behind.
He's trying to win, that's the point. He's going for it. He believes he can win.
41.
He knows Shaun Murphy's a little vulnerable. Kind of misleading. It's going to be level, but Delu just seems to have the kind of psychological momentum. A few things have gone against Murphy, which have maybe sapped his confidence.
40.
Still anyone's match this, but Delu, it's a good frame to win after the way the last one
49.
finished up.
Yes, it makes it look so easy. And he's got the frame one.
5 from the frame. Delu.
55 will do. Good break. Could have gone either way, that frame. It's gone to Delu. So we're level again in Shanghai. Shaun Murphy 3, Delu 3.
And it starts with a good break off. So anybody's match now, this. A best of 3. Tough pot. Oh, again, what a great pot that was. Knew he was opening that pack of reds, had to get it. Could have lost the frame. Well, maybe would have lost the frame had he missed it. And this is a thin cut on the black, but I've got a feeling he's going to go for it.
Has to get this as well.
He's overcut it.
You Delu 2.
Now, any damage done? Can he see enough of the red just past the yellow? He can. And this time he does pot it with the rest. Although his positional side of the shot isn't the best I've ever seen. You'd like to be able to see the black. It's got to be tight, this. Well, not from that angle. Another good pot. Oh, but that little flick off the brown has taken the cue ball in off. So unfortunate. There's a good pot on the yellow. Now, it would be nice to get rid of that red just to the left of the black spot. So when the black is respotted, it goes into both pockets.
Six.
Well, it looks to be a little bit straight on this red.
Seven.
I'm sure he just thought, I'll pot the black, I'm bound to be on the red. But this is harder than it should have been. Always difficult, those little cutbacks.
You Delu 40.
Well, He could play this as a big pocket, or he could go straight at the pocket. He played it as a big pocket, and that was the way to play it.
One.
It's a tough pot. Playing it the other way. But again, this isn't easy on the blue. He'd like to just drop it in, but there isn't a red there. So he's having to dig a little bit down into the cue ball. And that will do nicely.
6. 7.
Just about the right side.
What? 30. What?
Ooh, so close. But even so, it looks like end of break. Now, doesn't really need to go to pot the blue here if he can't get on a red. Is there a plant from this side of the table? There's a thin cut to the right corner.
26.
Good pot. And did well to keep the break going there. Needs a bounce, and that'll do nicely. Could play the cannon to the two reds on the right side cushion. Try and push one over the corner. It never rains, but it pours.
27.
But he was out with his shot, and he can't quite comprehend how he's created that angle.
So another close frame, 4 points in it.
Looking at the possibility of a plant to the left corner, but taking that cue ball up behind the brown, I would feel. Just got to be careful here now. I'm pushing this red over the right corner. Can't see any of the other reds. Double kisses on, so he's got to be careful. Yeah, didn't want to take the risk, and don't blame him. But surely this is worth a little go. Played that cue ball up to the baulk cushion just in case, but he's left a chance. What a tough pot, but a chance nevertheless. And he's played some crackers, this young man. Could have done with a kiss there. Well, that long red deserved better than just laying a snooker.
You Delu 1.
Yes, he'd like to land up to one of the three reds on the cushion, but he knows he'll be leaving that red out in open play. So it does need some thinking about this. Probably try and hit the red that's out in the open, or attempt to. He'd like to land up to the red closest to the right corner pocket. This isn't a bad attempt. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Although he's left a possibility of the red to the corner, it's still a tough shot, this. Oh, another terrific shot.
1.
He's
potted some crackers, hasn't he?
Yes, and he really went for it, didn't he? He's been 100% at those sort of balls. Fully committed to them.
Well, it's been a great match so far, this. Okay, there's been quite a few misses in the last couple of frames. It's been high quality snooker. We've had a few misses like that, but that's added to the excitement, I feel. Not an easy clearance. May try and move one of the reds this time round. Problem is, you have to play it with left-hand side. Makes the pot harder. But again, didn't dodge the shot and played it well.
1.
deserve to be on one of these colours a little easier, but it's a chance. Good recovery pot. No man's land again. Deserved a little better from that tough pink. Another good pot. And yet another one. So key shot to this frame.
50.
Blue would be the easier ball to get to the yellow.
16.
But that was the harder pot to play it that way around. 11 points in it. What a tough black. He's going to be on the yellow though. Another good pot. Well, his confidence will have been restored with those few little pots he's played there.
Well, what guts, that black. I mean, that was a tough pot at any time, but particularly at this stage of the match.
25.
20 in front, so the green 23 in front with 22 on. Gutsy break this, just at the right time.
Yeah, and that's the thing with great players, David, that there's always that depth that they can reach down to when they really do need to. And he did do there, Shaun Murphy. He reached down and he found a lot of good shots, which he needed.
Yes, far from straightforward. Key shot though, that black off the last red. What a great pot that was. Because he was leaving the game on, knew he'd be on the yellow.
43. Frame.
That's a great break, 43. We've seen higher breaks in the match, but that could be the most important for Shaun Murphy. It came along just at the right time for him, and he's back in front. He needs one more frame for victory. He leads Delu here in Shanghai by 4 frames to 3.
Yes, I think he just remembered in that last frame what a great player he is. And every shot he attempted, he got. And they were all tough ones.
Well, he managed to banish the doubt, didn't he, and just remain positive on every shot. Now, he's knocked a lot of these in, Delu, in this match.
Well, he wasn't close to that one. And he's left a possibility of a pot to the right middle. But again, a lot of pressure on this shot. Knows he could be leaving a red on if he misses it. Tough red to the left middle. And it was a tough red. And to make matters worse, he's left one on for Murphy. Just seems to have a little bounce in his step again now, Shaun. And so he should after winning that last frame.
Well, when he won the World Championship, bearing in mind he was only 22 as a qualifier, 16 each in the final with Matthew Stevens, won the last 2 frames, both with big breaks, you know, and if you can stand up to the pressure there, you would think you could do it anywhere. Problem is, of course, it's still pressure.
6.
It doesn't go away just because you've won the World Championship. But as you say, you know, you can call on that experience, which I think is what he did there in that last frame.
Well, he knows he's good enough, doesn't he? That's the thing. He's proved it.
7.
Now the red just above the black. If he can get onto that one, he could go into them. He's got the angle off the green.
Green.
And that's just as good. Choice of 2 reds. Oh, not choice of 2 reds, just choice of 1. And that does alter things. It's going to have to go into them. And first make sure you pot the red. But that wasn't a bad little kiss that he got on the red, just going up the table there, trying to jump over the reds, which is quite legal. As long as you hit the first red first, the white ball could have jumped over the other reds.
Yes, there's a clip on YouTube, Joe, of a match featuring yourself against Bill Werbeneck, where he seems to pot a red jumping over one, but no foul was declared.
Yeah, I didn't see that until nearly 25 years later. And you're quite correct. Well, it looked like a foul to me. Jumped over a red and potted one. Made a 145 break off of that.
Probably a bit late now to try and claim the frame back.
Yes, has sadly departed as well, so great player Bill Werbeneck, make no mistake. Yeah, there were some tough Canadians around at that time. Kirk Stevens, Cliff Thorburn, Big Bill. Yeah, good pot. Another good long red.
1.
Got to try and make this count though.
Yes, we're coming to the point of no return for you, Delu. Who knows, potentially a mistake here, might not get another shot.
Yes, he just under hit that one. Wanted that red just above the pink spot. That would have led him to the black. That was a bit more difficult.
You with the low 4.
Oh, how close was that? It was nicely on the black. Well, don't get any closer without it dropping.
Well, it was in, wasn't it? But it's not in.
Yes, and again, this isn't easy. He's got to catch it thin, which means he's got to risk missing the red. Nicely played. So another chance. Again, the two reds just above the black. If you can get onto those two, that opens the game up. Is it hard enough? Doesn't want to be hampered. No, that'll do.
4. Five.
Well, it looks like the cue balls are going into the red and pink if he takes this red onto the right corner. And if he tries to avoid it, he'll cannon the red directly above it. Managed to miss them and needs to come out of balk.
13.
A little more. Yes, you can see the green. And what a great chance now.
16.
Would help if the black goes to the left corner. But it's not a disaster as long as he gets the right side of the blue and he's finished straight. And that makes things very difficult. Needs another good shot.
22.
He's got one.
3.
And this time he is the right side of the blue.
Eight. 29.
Just about.
Shaun Murphy wondering if there's going to be another frame.
Well, he could just drop it in and play for the red behind the black. If he decides to play the cannon, not forced to work out. He's played the cannon and it has worked out.
So he leads by 34. He's not that far away now from making it 4 each. And again, you've got to say he's been so positive in this break. He's played this way throughout the whole match. Needs another red.
Yes, and he's finished straight on the blue again. Can you believe it? That red in baulk doesn't go to either of the baulk pockets. It will go to the middle, but difficult to get on from an almost straight blue. And he's just too hard. So it's not over yet, this game. How important is it to get the right side of the blue?
Well, 48 in it, 51 on. It could have been over, but when you're straight on the blue, there's nothing you can do. So Murphy's still with an outside chance here. Murphy happy to be back at the table.
Well, he knew he only needed the red. Again, very positive taking that red on. Had to go past the middle pocket. He was trying to bring the pink into play, but there was no guarantee that that red was going to go past the middle pocket. He took the risk. It didn't pay off.
So red effectively for 4 each. Looks like we're heading into a decider. Shaun Murphy just cannot shake Delu off. He's never been in front, but best time to be in front is right at the end. I think Murphy will play on, but he needs 3 snookers.
Yeah, it's worth playing on because that red next to the brown and yellow, if he could get a red and a black, easy snooker.
So 54 in front, 43 on, 3 snookers. Chance of the free ball. Not necessarily over yet this frame.
Yeah, it's just trying to work out if he takes a pink. And if he did take a pink, you'd only be able to tie with 3. So I had to play for the black, made the pot harder. That's it. That'll take us to a decider.
Well, he's stuck to his task, hasn't he? He's stuck in there, Delu. We shall see what transpires in the decider. It's been an exciting match, this. There's been more mistakes certainly after the interval than before it, but it's all added to the excitement and the tension, and what it means is, as Shaun Murphy concedes, it's 4 each, and we're going to need one more frame to decide it. One more frame to decide who goes through to the second round here in Shanghai. Delu to break. 4-4 with Shaun Murphy. Remember, he's never been in front. As you.
Well, if he decides to take this one on, it's a big shot. He'll be leaving that red next to the black, just to the left of the black. If he misses it, oh, great pot. What a great shot, especially knowing that he was leaving that red on next to the black. That's a frame and match winner, if ever I've seen one.
Well, it's certainly how he's approached the match right from the start. So he gets first chance in the decider.
Well, he's knocked in some terrific balls in this match, Delu. And none more important than that one.
9.
Looking to reach the last 16 of a ranking event for the second time in his career. Who's at that stage of the German Masters. Beat Ding Junhui 2012 in Berlin.
Well, that was a big bounce off that cushion, but hasn't cost him anything. Now needs to leave an angle on the black here to disturb the reds.
23.
And needs to play it with a lot of screw on the cue ball so you can draw the reds towards that right corner. Didn't play it with enough screw. Needed to have lots of whiz on that cue ball, drawing the cue ball through the reds. Seen it many times from the top players where it takes off now, but he played it with more stun than screw. And it was a tough cut, that.
So 30 from that chance.
Yeah, the problem is now, David, if this long red goes in, the reds are open and there for the taking. But there's a lot of pressure on this red.
Yeah, because the same applies if it doesn't go in. They're there for the taking.
And it's finished up over the hole. So Delu gets another chance. 30 points in front already. And his heart will be beating now. This will be a big win for him. And that's what I mean by heart beating fast. You tend to just tighten up a little. So from that good chance, he's only made one.
I can tell you in the wildcard round there's been an upset. Joe Perry beaten 5-3 by Wang Yuchen, whose reward is a meeting with the world number 1, Neil Robertson. The other match, Chow Yu-peng leads Zhao Yulong 4-3. Well, Murphy must have feared the worst there when he missed that red to the left corner, left one to the right corner, but Delu made just one off it. So he's had 2 chances to win now. Is this another one?
Well, he had the pace of the table so well in the first half, Shaun Murphy. Well, that was a big shot, but has he got away with it? Well, that's incredible if he has. And looks like he has. Touching ball called. So, chance to get that cue ball in behind the yellow. Well, you can't see enough of the angle to get the cue ball in behind the yellow. Not from what we just saw there.
So tense. First match of the tournament, first decider.
Well, I don't know. He may be able to cut this red into the left corner and avoid the reds. Playing it with a touch of left-hand side on the cue ball. This is what he's faced with. That long red. Would have to play it with a touch of left, which adds to the difficulty. But it's there. Managed to avoid the reds. And it's dropped okay.
Well, Delu's had 2 scoring visits in this frame. This is Shaun Murphy's first. He hopes it's his only one, because this is a chance to win. But the pressure's on both of them, quite clearly.
Well, he'd like to have been closer to this red. But it'd be nicely on the pink if it goes in.
It's a bit of a scramble last year, first round for him here. 5-4 over Dominic Dale, but after that got through to the semis.
Well, he made a good clearance in the last frame. Excellent clearance, in fact. 43. But probably the most important 43 he's made in quite a while. And this would be a good clearance as well, the way the reds are situated.
Well, he's had a couple of chances, but can do nothing from that seat.
30.
Nice angle to drop in behind this red. Take it into the same pocket as the black's going into. Now he could play for the pink here, which would lead him to the reds over on the left side of the table.
38.
Now missed a shot like this
44.
earlier on in the match. Missed it on the right hand angle as we're looking at it. Not this time. Well, and that's a nice angle on the black to bring that red into play. The one nearest the middle pocket. And that would leave him on the other red. I expected him to play the cannon there, because he's going to need that red.
52.
21 points the difference. Well, no, he wouldn't need that red. So, good thinking from Shaun Murphy. And that's another good pot with the rest.
53.
It's just come a little far for this red behind the black.
Delu knows if he's going to stand any chance of winning this match, it's going to come down to the next couple of shots.
Yeah, I don't think he can get to the red behind the black. He's looking at it, but he may have to play the cannon to that red on the left side cushion. Well, he did play the cannon,
60.
but he was nowhere near it, I'm afraid. .29 points in front. He's got a good yellow. Well, you can't understand how that's gone in, and neither can I. It hit the cushion by the balk line. It seemed to hug it.
And the difference now, he needs both the reds.
Well, surely he can't take this red on. The cue ball's going into the other red. Maybe bring the other red into play with the safety shot and try and move the yellow. Didn't quite catch it thin enough, but he'll be happy with the result. Well, that was a nice kiss on the blue. Took Delu off the potting angle on this red. Caught it too thick. And that red needs to slow down. Otherwise he's left it. Now can he pot it?
Well, if he can, then it's a chance. The yellow is going to come into play here, though.
One.
Yes, by playing for the black though, he's made that last red awkward. If he'd have just thought about it there, he could have played for the pink. May still be able to get onto this red. But I don't think he has, you know.
Well, it looks like a full ball snooker.
Well, that's incredible, and that's what nerves does, you know. When you're down there in the heat of the battle, you just grip that cue ball a little tighter, and look at the result.
Well, not full ball, but bad enough.
Oh, this.
Oh, he's hit the black.
Oh, and he's
Free
left
ball.
a free ball. My word.
Well,
Murphy
in
seven.
just a couple of shots there, 3 shots really, it's just all gone wrong for Delu.
All started with his first one. Could have played for a different colour other than the black. He didn't think about the black respotting, making the red harder. And that's when it all started. And then stunned the red into the corner pocket instead of just rolling it in dead weight. And now he's in Shaun Murphy's hands. If he pots this blue or pink, you feel that it's over. And it goes, but he's not the right side of the blue, so there's still some value in this frame.
Yeah, he's got to get on the red. If he pots the blue, he's 30 in front with 35 on. Been that sort of match the second half. It's been tales of the unexpected, really.
He's going to have a pot at the red. It's not going to be an easy one.
6.
Or he could just play the snooker, leave the cue ball where the red is, send the red up the table. Doesn't want to hit it too hard, otherwise it would go over the baulk corner. He's hit it too hard. Oh, but he's okay. He's got him behind the green.
6.
Well, at least Delu comes back to the table able to win, 30 behind. Even if he is snookered.
Well, surely that's end of frame and match, and that's what he thinks of that shot, Delu.
Yes, it was his previous visit that really did the damage, and it's a shame because he's played so well in the match, so positively, but a little bit of... Well, Murphy's missed the red. Can you believe that?
Well, if you're asking me, no, I can't. I can't believe that. He only needed the red and he knew it. I can't believe that that was pressure. Just careless.
Well, that, you know, you think you've seen it all, but then... Well, as I say, it's been that sort of match. If Delu wins this match now, then, well, I don't know, start the car.
Surely this time.
Concentrate. Well, he'll be relieved. He started the match so well. He had a century in the first frame, went 2-0 up, having not missed anything. Delu played a very positive game, kept the pressure on all the way. This second half of the match has been a really tense affair, and we've seen all sorts of mistakes from both sides, but ultimately all that matters is that it's Shaun Murphy who's going through. He has the chance to improve now. This is what pressure can do to great players. This is a big tournament.
Shaun Murphy 8.
But barring snookers, the tournament is over for Delu.
Yeah, well, he may as well come back to the table. He's got an easy first snooker. And he's put the green by the black, so there's every chance of a free ball here, or even it in the black.
Well, you wouldn't be, the way it's gone, this match, you wouldn't be surprised if there were a few more twists in the tail.
Well, he needs 4 snookers, I think.
Yes, he's 38 behind with 25 on. He had a great chance to win it, but within a couple of shots it went badly wrong. Well, it goes without saying, really, they're going to have to be really good snookers. And even if they are, there's no guarantee Murphy won't escape. This is a chance to put it away, though, if he can knock the green in. And there it is. And there's the handshake, the concession from Delu. A very entertaining match. And the mistakes and the tension made it more so. Shaun Murphy, I'm sure, very relieved to get himself into the last 16 here in Shanghai. It was a real struggle. The old nerves were fluttering around this grand stage arena here in Shanghai, but Murphy has done it, and he's in the second round. Led 2-0. Delu, such a positive approach, piled the pressure on, but never got himself in front. Murphy just managed to hold him off, and it's Shaun Murphy who beats Delu finally by 5 frames to 4.